皆さん、こんにちは。ようこそへ。第2課. Welcome to chapter 2 of Japanese video series. I'm sorry I haven't been uploading for a long time. It's because it's been very hectic with the classwork and the AP tests and the things I have to do with my free time as well. Could have said all of that in Japanese, but I just don't want to. Now I'll make a promise. In about two more courses later, I'll teach entirely in Japanese. It'll probably be very scuffed, very in fragments, but it'll be fine. Okay, anyways, this is the vocabulary. これは単語 means vocabulary. These are the nouns. I'm gonna say all of them, but there's a lot of them. There's a lot of nouns, and you should remember all of them. I think there's about 30 words to remember right here. That's a lot. So with simple words that maybe you'll know from watching anime, for example, tomodachi means friend, and hon means book. Doshokan or doshoshitsu means library. But there are other words that you might not know, and we want to talk about each other's majors and where to go and stuff. And as you can see, there's adjectives and verbs this time. It's not just words and expressions anymore. There's adjectives and verbs, and these verbs, there's some special things. We're gonna do some special things with them later. And there's also the expression like demo, ikura, and en. You can the numbers lesson from a few weeks ago. You can start using those in order to express how much does something cost with yen. Right? Okay. Next slide. This is how do you conjugate verbs. So I have these diagrams up here. So these diagrams are just kind of indicative. So for example, this diagrams uses you're gonna use a lot of these types of verbs, and conjugating verbs is one of the kind of basic functions of the Japanese language and pretty much every other language. Like if you want to say to be in English, you have to say I am, you are, he is, she is, we are. You can't say we is or they am. You can't do that. So you have to conjugate the verb. However, in English, these irregularities, they aren't that expressed as much as in other languages such as this, Spanish, French, all the Romance languages. Pretty much every language has a more complex conjugation system than ours. Most languages. So this letter right here, in the left, uses a lot of these conjugations. There, a lot of conjugations used. For example, mairimashita. See, that's a conjugation. That's the past conjugation. See, and then gozaimasu. That's a conjugation as well. And these are all the conjugations that you will learn in your Japanese future. We will not learn all of these conjugations in one lesson. That's ridiculous. We'll only learn the polite form. So verbs are conjugated even in English, right? So verbs are gender neutral, and they are pronoun neutral in Japanese. Therefore, they are not conjugated on pronouns or genders. They're conjugated on tense, politeness level, and the condition. So, for example, if I let someone do something, I would say saseru. I would say, yeah. If I let someone do something, I would say saseta. So the conjugations are a little bit weird. You don't have to know any of that right now. For now, we'll just focus on the present tense, polite and casual form. In Japanese, all verbs end in the U without fail. There's no. Try to find a verb that doesn't end with U. You'll fail to do so because all verbs in Japanese end with U. So for example, iku, right? It should be rei. I don't know what I was thinking. Taberu, iku. They both end in U. Nomu ends in U. Kau ends in U. Gozaru ends in U. Suwaru ends in U. They all end in U. So it's called the dictionary form when it ends in U. So iku is the dictionary form of ikimasu, which I'll explain what that is. This dictionary form is the casual form of the verb. Sotoire ni iku, are you going to the bathroom? Right? Yes. Hi, yes. You wouldn't normally say hi, honestly. Buttoire ni iku, are you going to the bathroom? Yes. Right? I'll explain why the ni is there in the next lesson. See ni, the ni. I'll explain why it's there in the next lesson. So for regular verbs, and only the regular verbs. So in the previous slide, we have regular verbs, godan verbs. For the regular verbs, you cut the U and you add imasu. So for example, iku becomes ikimasu, nomu becomes nomimasu, kau becomes kaimasu. Let me think of more examples. Tateru. Actually, no, that doesn't work. Toru becomes torimasu, right? Yeah, that's all the examples I can think of. So yeah, oh god. Okay, so toire ni ikimasu ka? Are you going to the bathroom? Right, the ka you already know. It's just the question mark. I shouldn't have put a question mark here. The ka is just the question. So toire ni ikimasu ka? Did you go to the toilet? Did you go to the bathroom? Hi, ikimasu. Yes, I did. Yes, I am. Yeah, wait. Are you going to the bathroom? And then, hi, ikimasu means yes, I am going to the bathroom. Right. Okay. So translate with the word bank. This is a word bank, and if you're going to try to translate this, so I'm going to give about 5 seconds. If you need more time, you can just pause the video. Okay. So, the first lesson, toilet ni ikimasu, I already pretty much said it. What it means. I go to the toilet. I'm going to the toilet. Right. Sushi wa oishii desu means that sushi is delicious. That sushi tastes good. Right. Shukudai o shimasu. You'll understand what the O is later. Or the wo, if you pronounce it like O, just like the O onegaishimasu, kudasai, right? You pronounce it like O, but it's actually wo in hiragana. The shukudai o shimasu means I've done the homework, right? No, or I'm doing the homework, right? I do the homework. So you can fill. This is kind of a funny exercise. So there's all of these, right? All of these blanks. You can fill them in with a Japanese word. I'll give you 5 seconds. Okay, 5 seconds are over. So, when it rains, what do you need? You need a kasa. You need an umbrella. So, you need a kasa, right? I want to major in what and what because it involves numbers. Well, what are the 2 words that we've learned that has numbers, that involves numbers in it? It's science and math. So I want to major in kagaku and sugaku because it involves numbers. Right? I don't know a word in my blank. I guess I'll look it up in the blank, right? So several ways that you can put in several things that you can put in the first blank. But I would say home, which is book. So I don't know a word in my book. I don't know a word in my home. I'll look it up in the jisho or the dictionary, right? So blank are someone you can talk to in school. So who, which, or what is someone that you can talk to in school? It's friends. So friends are someone that you can talk to in school. So tomodachi, right? I wear my. Okay, this is a little bit inappropriate. I'm sorry, but I guess I think you're mature enough to handle it. But I wear my what, so my feet doesn't hurt, and my what, so I don't show nipples. And so the first blank should be shoes or kutsu, and the second blank should be shatsu or t-shirts, and they means shirt and t-shirt. Right? So I hate math. So it's the opposite of the second sentence, kaigaku and sugaku. So I'll major in blank or blank. And the theoretical opposite of science and math is English and history. So or literature and history. So I hate math, so I'll major in bungaku or rekishi, and it means literature and history. Right, vocab exercise 2. So here are the questions. Let's see if you can answer them. Okay, so answer the questions. O namae. What? I actually didn't add. Okay, I'm really sorry. This means namae, right? So if you look back in the vocabulary, you'll know that that's namae. So o namae wa means what is your name. So you could answer what is your name. So mizu o nomimasu ka? Are you drinking water, or do you drink water? Right? It should be yes. Right? The answer should be yes. Hai nomimasu. Hai mizu o nomimasu. Right? The third question is ryugakusei desu ka? Ryugakusei means I think I have it. No, I think I have it in the vocabulary, either this unit or last unit. Ryugakusei means foreign exchange student, or foreign exchange student. And are you a foreign exchange student in living in America, or living in America, or Igirisu, or Australia, or any of these countries, or Nihon, or Hankoku, So are you a foreign exchange student? Right? So next, we have match with the following pictures. So these are the words and these are the pictures. Let's see if you can match them. Okay, 5 seconds over. So first one, chitensha. Chitensha is a bicycle. Jisho is a dictionary. Jisho is a dictionary, and this is a dictionary. This is not a dictionary because it's just a bunch of books, and this would more fit the bungaku. Bungaku means literature. Rikishi is history. Which of these look the most like history? It's the map. It's more like geography. Geography is chiri. If you want to know that for some reason, so chiri. Shatsu is the shirt, right? And then kutsu is shoes. So I'm going to introduce you to another new particle in Japanese that is used to signify also or to. So I forgot. I'm really sorry. I forgot to put the kanji. Right? I forgot to put the kanji. The first sentence is watashi wa seito desu. Right? Watashi wa seito desu. It's the simplest form. I am a student. Right? Next is Tama-san mo seito desu. So the mo kind of replaces the wa. The mo replaces the wa, and it signifies also or to. So mo replaces ha, replaces wa, ga, and o, but not any other particles. So if you have ni, for example, you have to say ni mo. If you have kara, you probably won't use mo. Okay. but here's your practice. So when do you use mo, right? What? So pick whether to use wa or mo. So A, こんにちは. B, こんにちは. Sensei desu ka? Right? A, 私は先生です. 私 something 先生です. あなたは B, 私 something 先生です. 何歳ですか? 30歳です. Right? B, I'm really sorry I didn't add the kanji. I have to keep saying it. B is 私 something 30歳です. So I'll give you 5 seconds. Okay, so the first blank should be wa, the second blank should be mo, and the third blank should be mo because it's already been repeated in the sentence. So I'll just teach you a history lesson today as a culture note. So it's Rekishi. Since we're on the topic of history, I'll just teach you some history. So the first ever indigenous people in the Japanese it was called the Jomon, and they were mainly hunter-gatherers. I'm pretty sure if you learned in your world history class, or maybe the world history class that I'm going to teach in a few days or so, the first people were hunter-gatherers, and they also developed agriculture, and then from Korea, the people they're called the Yayoi people. They came to Japan in about 300 BC to 300 AD, and they bring their weapons, crops, and they bring a lot of rice, which fueled the population growth of the Japanese. And the Yayoi people also created a new religion. It's called oh god, sorry. It's called Shintoism. Shintoism is a religion kind of indigenous to Japan. It's an ethnic religion. It's you can really only find in Japan, and one of the beliefs of the Shintoism, like, kind of correct me if I'm wrong, Japanese people, correct me if I'm wrong, but they believe that every object had a spirit in nature called kami. So, for example, this is kind of a joke depicted on, it's called Okane no Kami-sama. So, Okane means money. So there's even a god for money, is what they're trying to talk about. And Shintoism is, they believe that every single object has a spirit, and that they also believe in multiple gods. So they are polytheistic religion. And here you can kind of compare the difference between the Jomon phase and the Yayoi phase, and see how that evolution kind of sprouts into the modern Japanese that you see today for boys and girls. I should have put a girl comparison as well, but there you go. That's a history lesson. That's the end of lesson 2A. The homework really is just to remember the vocabulary, because there's a lot of vocabulary in this lesson, and if you don't remember vocabulary, you'll have a lot of trouble in the next lessons. So that's going to be it for today's episode. If you liked it, hit the like button. And I will leave ahead of you. If you liked it, hit the like button. If you want more lessons, if you want more history, if you want any other subjects, you can message me down below in the comments. And until next time, 先に失礼します。